Hi, I'm Chris Mahaffey. I'm the CEO of the Boy Scouts of America Mid-America Council, headquartered in Omaha, Nebraska.
And I'm Andrea Fredrickson, owner of Ravella and board member of the Boy Scouts of America Mid-America Council.
Together, we believe that everyone can become a leader, and that the earlier you start down the leadership path, the better leader you will become.
So welcome to Discovering Leadership, our video series where young men and women interview community leaders and let them tell the story about their lessons and perspectives on leadership.
As president of the NAACP and in other capacities within the community, I see myself as being more of a community advocate in that I use my voice, I use my personal influence to create change in my community, in my city, in my state, even in this Midwest region. I fight for equality and diversity, and so one of the things that I do when I walk into a new place is I look for people of color and people of color who look like me, as in women. I also try to be resourceful. I don't always know all the answers, but if I know someone who knows someone and I'm able to connect a person in need with that person who can, assist them, then that's what I work to do. And so that's me as a community advocate. I also try to work with policymakers, community organization type leaders, just ordinary folks from the community, in working together to try to solve some of the problems that we see in our neighborhoods. Probably the most pivotal life-changing experience has probably been the death of my husband, Terry. He passed away June 6th of 2016. And here I was, mama of 8, Gigi to 16, and the president and organizer of the Juneteenth parade, where tens of thousands of people are, going to be waiting along 30th Street to see this citywide celebration. And the challenge was, how do I tend to me? How do I tend to my grieving family? And then see to it that our community still has this celebration. And so as a leader, I had to identify individuals who not only had the same passion I did or do for Juneteenth, but who had the skill set to continue with the organizing, continue with the coordination, ensuring that the parade would start and end on time, work with the Northeast Precinct Police Department to ensure that we would have a fun, safe event for the family. And so his funeral was that Friday, and the parade was that Saturday, and we did both. And so that, I guess, was life-changing, because I've been doing Juneteenth for the NAACP since 2008. So when that happened, I had to kind of let my baby go. I'm going to quote from the movie animation Toys, Mr. Bigwell. He said, if you see a need, you feel a need. And if you're in tune with your community, you're going to always see a need. And once you see that need, you should be prepared to fill that need. You're going to find those resources to help make your community a better place to live. I'm always looking for solutions. And prior to serving with the NAACP, I served as the president for the Metro Omaha Tobacco Action Coalition, and we worked to establish smoke-free policies here in our city, even in our state. We joined the parade. We're handing out our flyers, we're handing out water bottles, we're promoting the smoke-free message. Well, just certain things were happening. We were bottlenecking, there were gaps in the parade. I think the parade ended up being canceled because there was some act of violence. I think a fight or something broke out. And here we were stuck with 500 water bottles, 500 rally towels, just all these supplies. And I was like, there's just gotta be a better way. There's gotta be. So I went to the president then, Mr. Steve Jackson, and I'm just registering all these complaints. Well, this is what you should do. This is what you should consider doing. Have you ever thought about this? And he's like, I'll take it into consideration. Cross paths with him Christmas at a Walmart. And I love telling this story because I felt like I was tricked. I'm trying to pay for my food, and he comes up to me and says, hey, I took those things into consideration, and I think what I want to do is, he says, I want to nominate you as the Juneteenth coordinator for the NAACP. And I was like, okay. And so I said, let me think about it, but I knew that there was really nothing to think about because I knew that the changes or the ideas that I had for that particular event was going to make the event that much more bigger, that much more successful, and that much more fun and family-oriented for the community. Once you discover your passion, hold on to it. Don't let anyone or anything deter you from it. Incorporate your vision into your work. That way, you'll love what you do. And that's what I've done. Although I've had major stumbling blocks, I know that there's this hump I have to get over, but it's not going to deter me from my vision, and it's not going to deter me from the work that I love doing so much, which is serving my community.
Well, right now, I don't really know my need in the community. I feel like I'm way too young, but I know with time, you find your need. When she was talking about strength and strength within your family, I took that a lot to heart. I know my family has definitely been through rough patches just like every other family has, but I know that for my family to stay strong, I have to stay strong on my own. Just even being a leader in my own family is really important.
Thank you so much for taking a few minutes to listen to one of our community leaders tell their story about their leadership journey. We hope you found something you can learn from.
We'd ask that you share this video with those in your circle that might find this message encouraging. And also, look for future videos on discovering leadership in the months to come. Until then, take care.